We've reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Army Black Knights, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Cranked up with a semi-final collision. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive, they look to the right. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
To 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go by the time he got...
Touchdown, Black Knights, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. The ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Back to throw. It's Carr. Looking for a man deep down the left side. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position, down to the 24.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He bought some time, now lets it go. Grab down the middle, it's low. Touchdown, Notre Dame, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. That's reeled in. It's Howard.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Back to pass. It's Coleman. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And completion makes it second and short. Here's the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. You make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down at the 21.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Black Knights begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense loved to play the RPO game. And here early, they pick up some big yards.
And the Black Knights come to the line with 1st and goal. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going, and it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
The receiver grabs it. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris, you've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
Let's see what they can do here. 3rd down and goal from the 1. They're going to run the option. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Army. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Now from the 25. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. To the air, it's Carr. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On the run here, lets it go. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They couldn't stop him there. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Looking for some space. It's Reed. Breaking free at the 35. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. To throw, it's Coleman. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And the Black Knights come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. With the catch, it's short. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. And he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense swarming him that time.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Ball spotted at the 5 for this third and goal play. Looking to throw. It's Coleman. Touchdown, Black Knights. They finish off the scoring drive.
He's been sharp on these touchdown passes today. That makes 2 for him now already. He's reading the coverage as well and making the right throws.
Knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Notre Dame, 14.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Offense is back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the grab. It's Hallway. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the +40.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
To throw, it's Carr. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
The back catches it on this play. To me, he almost looks like a wide receiver on the design. A little toe tap at the end. He's definitely been practicing that technique during practice.
Can they convert on third down to keep this drive rolling? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
Fourth down, the offense will go for it. Looking to throw it again. He'll throw it now. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Makes the catch. It's Paulin.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
On the run, it's low. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Irish. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. Ball handed to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And they've got him behind the line. Much better run defense this time.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Caught in the flat by the running back. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Coleman. He's got it right near the end zone. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. They break the huddle for 3rd down and goal, and they punch it in from the 1. Makes a quick grab. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Black Knights will kick it off to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. First play of the second half is a handoff. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break 1 tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a bullet, but incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Scanning the field. It's Carr. On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. Complete with the running back. But can he get there?
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? But again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
You don't want to waste this good field position, but it's 3rd down and long. Looking deep downfield to the left. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Coach decides to go for it on this 4th down. Wants to throw it. Nice grab. It's Howard. Oh, and he's ruled down right there. They lose yardage on that play.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Has the 1st down and more. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be 1st down. Back to throw. It's Carr. He'll take a deep shot. It's caught. Still going inside the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40. And the Black Knights will crank up the tempo.
Okay, here they go. Big 1st down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's got it in the open. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's short. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. And the Black Knights lining up here on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Normally for this offense, down in the red zone, they love to go to the tight end, and they try to go to him. He drops the ball. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I might think about trying to give him another shot.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Moves left out of the pocket. Caught behind the line. It's Howard. And they've got him.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Touchdown, Army. This offense really clicking.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy can...
Oh, and it's blocked. It's picked up by the defense. A live ball. Can they run it all the way back? So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That's reeled in. It's low. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, much like we saw in the 1st half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with the secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Oh, that one's picked off. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Black Knights. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. They now have the lead in the semifinal game.
Oh, he tried to force that, and it backfires. Heck of a job by the defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
To the air, it's Coleman. And they'll run it into the end zone, so they go up by a touchdown here.
Chris, when was the last time you saw a game turn on a dime like this? A pick six, then a 2-point conversion? That's a quick 8-point swing we just watched here.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Breaks loose at the 45. He's in the clear. At the 20. Crosses the all the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. This has become a scoring fest in the 2nd half. Looks like the last team with the ball is going to win it. Fire to the right side, complete. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And that will pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Love the call here on 3rd and short. When in doubt, go to the big tight end with that big frame. Easy catch, box out the defense, and get the 1st down.
And the Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Catch is made down the middle. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the 1st half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The short hands, it's Reed. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
2nd down play coming up. This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. This playoff game deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Headed to the final quarter of this playoff game, who's going to step up and make a difference here in this pursuit of a national championship? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Puts some space around the 30. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And the Black Knights are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And the completion made.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. The quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
Here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Touchdown, Army. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass. It's Carr. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot right down the middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Offense getting set. It's second down. In the red area, it's Love. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter to stop him for a loss.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling him to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
On third down, he drops to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. It's an outbound. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And is intercepted. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Black Knights. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. Taking command now in the fourth quarter, closing in at a bid for the national championship game.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Carr. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Pass caught. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. It's knocked away. Incomplete. 4th down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Looking to chuck it again. On the move now. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Caught with room to run. Breaks into the clear. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a 1st and goal. What a play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Carr. Launching one to the end zone. Caught over the middle, it's Fields. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Solid 1st down gain, sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on 2nd and goal? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here.
Touchdown, Irish. This passing game is still on fire.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. They cover an onside kick. You never know.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. Now the coverage seemed a little bit eager there. Got to make sure the ball travels 10 yards before touching it. And the penalty will ruin the chance for a recovery and set the offense up. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out that clock? Going absolutely nowhere to a loss of the ball. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Dropping back, it's Coleman. Quick throw to the left. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And it's a kneel down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.